What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Picked us up a little Club Car Precedent yesterday. Let's kind of go over it. I'll show you what I got and what I was told was wrong with it. So it's a 2005 Club Car Precedent, and you can kind of see the sticker over there. Pretty clean in here. It's just a stock height. It's got some stickers all over it. Lights on the front, good tires. They really cleaned it up pretty good. I don't know why they would stick a NOCO directly into the side of the body. Ugh. But anyways, got this one right here. This was the center section. They moved it over. They put an Allied Lithium Battery in here, a charger, and a DC to DC converter. The DC to DC converter is not hooked up. The golf cart's not hooked up. The back of it, more stickers and everything. Tires look pretty good. Looks like they had a cover or something on it with these snaps here and there. Now when I got to the house, I noticed all the stickers on the body and everything like that. And on the side of the body, it's got that NOCO plug. So the guy gave me an extra body. It is tanned. He didn't have any more white bodies. He had a couple blue ones, I think one black and the tans. This was the best looking body I seen. I got a new top with it because that top in the very back, these pieces right here are completely broken out. And I got to put the handle on the seat. I think the seat needs a hinge, but that's pretty much what it is. The passenger side looks pretty good. Tires and wheels, they look good. You know, they put the armor all over it. Can't talk. Little folding windshield, some mirrors, whatnot. The battery. So I bought this right here for $1,500. I'll throw a picture of the listing from Marketplace. But what he said was the battery sat and it drained down for like 6 weeks or whatever, and you plug the charger up and you can't get it to work. Well, number one culprit. DC to DC converters, when people don't use relays to tie them into the key switch, like I've shown numerous times on my channel. Now I don't know if this guy put the battery and everything in. The way he talked, he bought it like this. So I'm not blaming this guy for doing it, because I don't think he actually did all of this stuff here. I think he bought it like this. But when a battery drains too much over a period of time, the BMS goes to sleep. And generally when you plug the charger up, it will not wake the battery up. So I have a little trick that we're going to show you today on how to wake a 48 volt or 51.2 volt or 36 volt lithium battery up with just some things you can just find at Walmart or Dollar General or CVS or Walgreens or whatever. And I'll show you that in just a minute. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get it off this trailer here and put it back down into the shade. So my trick, 9-volt batteries. You got 4 here. I got 2 here. I picked these right here up yesterday at Walmart, just right here for this demonstration. Because you can run 9-volt batteries in series, since you have a positive negative up there, those ends will fit into the opposite end of the next battery, and you can actually make a row of these right here. And I think we're going to need all 6 to make 54 volts on this right here system, since these chargers charge at 58.8 volts. You're probably going to need like 54 volts or something like that in order to power this right here battery back on, in order for the charger to kick on. Now, with that being said, if you have a 36 volt, you're going to need as many, maybe 4 of them or 5 of them. All right, so I do not have the plug plugged in. And with the meter, you got my negative and my positive. The switch is pushed in, so the battery should be on. We're at 0 volts. Going to turn the battery off. Turn the battery back on. Nothing. So what I'm going to do next is plug the charger in, or extension cord into the NOCO, and see if we have any life on the meter then. All right, I got the meter plugged in, and the light is on the side of the thing here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. See the little green light down there? And it started at like 50 something volts, I think. There it is, 58.75 volts. Now, let's go around here and see if the light to the battery is on. And it is. So the battery is on, the charger is on, but the fan on the charger is not on. We're still getting 58.75 volts. Let's turn the battery off. The light is still on, meaning the charger is plugged in. It's still saying 58.75 volts. So the light's on to the battery's back on, the charger's still on, the fan's not cut on yet, and the gauge on the dash is not illuminated, so it's letting us know that the BMS is probably not allowing the battery to be charged. So we got 6 ran in series, positive, negative. We're checking our negative here and the positive here, and we at 54.24 volts right here with 6 9-volt batteries. So now we can lay these right here on top of the battery, run a wire from the positive to the positive of the battery, negative to the negative of the battery, and let's see if we can wake up this BMS. So I have the charger still plugged in to the golf cart, and I got 2 of these connectors here. This one over here is going to be our negative, this one over here is going to be our positive. What we're trying to do is connect the negative to the negative, the positive to the positive. The problem I have here is my tripod no longer works. I broke it making TikTok videos last week, and I haven't replaced it, so I can't lay the phone down in a way where you can be able to see everything, but I'm gonna try. And with that being said, we're gonna just try to sit it up somehow, and maybe you can be able to hear it cut on. So it did not do anything. Makes me wonder if this charger, something isn't wrong with it. All right, so here we are, next step, battery won't turn on. I went ahead and pulled it out of the cart. I'm gonna open the case up. Let's see what's inside of this battery, see if there's anything noticeable that we can tell what's going on with it. I wonder if the BMS isn't bad. I wonder if it has a fuse or something in it. I'm unsure. So it's got a bunch of these little small Phillips screws. We're going to take those off, and I will pick you back up once I have all of those out. All right, so we're going ahead and get the battery case opened. There's the top there. I just turned it on its side, as you can see here, just so video purposes it'll be a little bit easier. All right, so we got our BMS. BMS is a JBD-AP21S001 BMS. This right here is our battery side. This is our load side. This is going to the cells here. This is probably for the Bluetooth. We got a blue and a white wire going down here, and I think that's going here. That's going to the switch there, and this one here looks like it's probably going over here to the it is the RS485. So that's going down there. That says switch SW to there as well. I guess what we could do is turn the switch on and off and check continuity there, but I really don't think the switch is bad. I think maybe something has to do with the BMS, or maybe something else. Probably going to take the multimeter and touch here and see what kind of voltage we have on the batteries themselves or the cells. I got my positive lead here on the meter, doing this one-handed. I'm only reading 1.91 volts across the cells. That's probably not good at all there. I wonder if I couldn't just manually charge, like force charge these batteries without the BMS for maybe an hour, and then hook the BMS back to it, or put it back on the outside there, but maybe just hook up the battery leads here and here and check that. I'm not exactly sure, but all right, so I have the positive going to the positive here. I have the negative going to the negative side of the battery here. Basically, we're bypassing the BMS right now. And I did that because I took another spare battery I had while the charger was hooked up to it, and I paralleled it. So I took my positive here, then I took my negative down to here on the cell packets there. We're able to cut the charger on. So I did that because a guy I'm friends with on Facebook, Justin M. I'll put his link down in the description below. He replaces BMSs in lithium batteries, and we were just talking about the battery, and he said it's a pretty nice BMS here. I jumped, paralleled, negative, negative, positive, positive, and we're able to get the charger to turn on. So right now the charger is charging the battery. Okay, the next thing that's going to go on is I just went on Bluetooth off camera here, and I pull up the Allied app, and it shows that we're starting to charge. It shows like 37 volts here on the battery. All right, charger is blinking like a yellowish green, coming down, going to the battery, and it's going through the BMS now. And we got the blue light on the Bluetooth portion of the BMS, and looks like everything is good here. Battery is on. I'm gonna let this right here charge up for a little while. Once it charges up, we'll come back here, check it again. Then we need to go ahead and remount this right here plastic plate back to the battery, locate the or mount the plate for the BMS back to the case, put the surround top and everything back on, go place it in the cart, and see if our gauge then works. So just a minute ago, like I said, I opened up the Allied app, and I was able to connect to Bluetooth, so that's working as well. So right now the battery is taking a charge. All right, got the battery put back together and assembled. That'll cut off. I don't know if it will or not, but battery's sitting at 75% charge right now. I'm gonna go drop it back into the golf cart, hook everything up, and let's see exactly what we have. All right, got a battery back in. The only thing I've done so far is hook the battery gauge up, and well, it says we're at 72%. The battery gauge is on. It's a good sign. I'm gonna go ahead and hook the rest of the golf cart cables up along with the charger cable as well. Check out and make sure this charger is going to be working as well before we try to take it for a ride. All right, guys, so the golf cart has been charging for a little while here. Let's see where we at. 78%. You see that? So it's been charging. I hate this right here. I think this is tacky. But anyways, let's take it for a little ride. It just dropped down to 75% when I pulled it out, but probably going to get a little windy here in just a minute. That got up to speed pretty quick there, probably 18, 19 miles per hour at least. I don't know. I'm gonna hit it from here to the stop sign, and we'll see exactly how fast it's going. Well, it's not a bad little cart, little will it run here on this Sunday morning, and it didn't run to begin with. God, that's still ugly. I do not like that at all. And I still need to fix the seat there. We will. Battery's in there still. Still need to hook up the DC converter. And I'm going to finish charging it overnight and see if we can get it anything above 75%. But there it goes. That's the little first episode here on this little $1,500 Precedent flip. And we were able to get it going. Really wasn't nothing wrong with the golf cart, just something wrong with the lithium battery. Maybe that will make for some interesting content. Just get out there and work on it and just figure something out. You know, it might not be exactly what you think. It might be something different, but we were able to keep going and not give up and see exactly what we have. I don't want to keep it. I'm not going to do anything with it other than maybe a back seat, change the bodies out, clean it up a little bit more, and I don't know, get rid of it. But appreciate you guys watching today's video. See y'all later.